Yo, what up, guys? It's your boy TDub, Whatsblazing the sports. I'm back, man. Let's get it. You know what it is. It's the one, the only TDub, guy. Listen, your boy has been busy. You know what I'm saying? But listen, man, I got to make time for the real ones out there. You guys are the real ones out there. And I'm really back here like a crack addict, giving you bucks and gigas this world, guys. And we are talking Anthony, Joshua, Deontay. Wow, let's get it cracking. Let's get it cracking. Guys, listen, man. We gotta talk, man. We gotta talk. Listen, man. I'm in front of the camera now. Let's turn down a little bit, guys. Listen. Anthony Joshua said Deontay Wilder not elite. Anthony Joshua said when Deontay Wilder steps to elite one, he loses. Anthony Joshua said Deontay Wilder only got one weapon. Anthony Joshua said when he meet Deontay Wilder, woo! Nothing to make your head blow off. Guys, I want to know, man, do you believe it or not? Please believe it or not, guys. Listen, I'm live. I'm back like a crack addict, getting box kickers this work. Guys, of course, Paulie Malignaggi said that Deontay Wilder is going to get a thrashing again. Let's go hit some likes up, man. Let's get some likes up, guys. We can play with it. We can play with it, guys. Listen, it is late evening. We working. You guys like, man, what's going on? Nothing really popping. Oh, TDub is live. You know we're about to talk about it. Let's talk about it. Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder. As a matter of fact, man, I had it somewhere. I wonder if I can find the actual video. I would love you guys let's the actual video. But guys, you guys want some entertainment? Since we just went live, you guys are early. You guys want some entertainment? Now, how many of you guys like Paulie Malignaggi? Raise your hand up. Guys, come on now. Hey, don't just hold your phone. If you really like him, let me know. If you guys like, yeah, Paulie Malignaggi, I love everything he's been doing lately. All the trash he's been talking, he's so right. My boy, homeboy called right now. But I have to call him back. All right, listen, man. If you guys don't know who Paulie Malignaggi is, allow me to introduce him to you guys. Paulie.
Hey, I'm just saying, you lost. I know, but hold on, wait, don't brag about taking my side piece. Don't brag about taking my side piece, though. That's my side piece. You don't get laid. Hey, I'm just saying, you lost. I
feel like I watch this on replay. Guys, that is the reason right there that Paulie Malignaggi, I don't think he likes black fighters anymore. I'm being honest. I think that's Paulie. I think Adrian Broner did it for him. I think up until that point, I think Paulie Malignaggi might have been pretty cool up until that point. But when Adrian Broner hit his chick, had her come to the press. No, he called it the press conference. He came to the fight. Listen, man, you gotta listen. What happened to Paulie Malignaggi? It is enough to wreck anybody's day. But I think it did Paulie so bad. I think Paulie damn near went against a whole race. Guys, imagine. Now listen, this would hurt you too. Imagine, right? You about to fight this cocky, arrogant, shit-talking, undefeated guy. You really want to kick his butt. He got your chick talking about how she leaving you and you ain't doing nothing, and you know Adrian Broner smashing her. Even if you're not smashing right now, you know Adrian Broner smashing her. And then he bring her up on a press conference, and then Adrian Broner lets you know afterwards he's gonna hit it. Guys, I'm telling you right now, if you don't think this got the Paulie Malignaggi, you let me know.
Hey, I'm just saying, you lost. I know, but hold on, wait, don't brag about taking my side piece. Don't brag about taking my side piece, though. That's my side piece. You don't get laid. Hey, I'm just saying, you lost.
Hey, woo-wee! Guys, you can tell that Paulie Malignaggi, when he went to Broner, I think he wanted to try to keep his composure, but he was upset. He was still mad because I don't think I heard Adrian Broner doing that. Maybe, you know what? Maybe he did. You know what? Yeah, he did. Adrian Broner may have. He may have brought up the side piece. He may have brought of it. Check it out.
Hey, I'm just saying, you lost. I know, but hold on, wait, don't brag about taking my side piece. Don't brag about
My boy Buck B. What's up, Dale?
Hey, I'm just saying, you lost. I know, though.
Hey, look at him.
Hold on. Don't brag about taking my side piece. Don't brag about taking my side piece, though. That's my side piece. You don't get laid.
Listen, he said, don't brag about taking my side piece. Don't brag about taking my side piece. That's my side piece. You don't get laid. Well, listen, by what the side piece said, and how she was bagging Adrian Broner, I'm pretty confident Adrian Broner got laid. Now, I don't know if he kept her, but see, if she was truly just a side piece, then Polly Malignaggi wouldn't be that mad, right? Listen, guys, I'm TDub, right? The only chicks back in my day, when TDub was out there in them streets, right? When I says, say the princess is for later, give me the thoughts now, I'm ready, right? That was TDub. Oh yeah, Dot Veer, here I come, right? Oh, guys, I had to tell you my dark secret like that, man. I used to enjoy them days when when I went to college. I almost told you got to college I went to, but I remember right. Listen, man. I'm saying, listen. I've been honest, man. T-Dub didn't always pick up either the brightest of chicks. I don't know, man. But I remember my boy TC, and TC he was from California. He was cornerback and I was safety, and we were saying that he played for the Rams, and he was recruiting me, who was playing for the college, because I stayed on campus. Man, God, you guys have no idea how often that really worked, man. We used to go down to the little local, little college spot. Most places Thursdays is a college spot. He says, the can man, anybody can get it. Yeah, that was Adrian Broner. Hey, it sound like Polly, the can, his girl was the can man. The Wonderful Life of Bobby J. It's a dude in arm wrestling that has a disease. His right arm is 3 times and strength, I think, 1 trick, and he barely lost his prime. Wilder has only, is that only trick cool? Most people don't know 1 magic trick. I think I read it right. I might have butchered that, bro. Let me see. It's a dude in arm wrestling that has a disease. His right arm is 3 times the strength, I guess, right? 1 trick, he barely lost in his prime. I think it's kind of a little choppy, but listen, man. We're going to talk about that. Right now, there's a guy that's hating on Deontay Wilder. His name is Polly Malignaggi. Polly Malignaggi hating on Deontay Wilder so much that in my opinion, that when Showtime asked him to apologize, listen, bro, you're not just offending Deontay Wilder, you're offending, a whole culture of people. And it seemed like Polly Malignaggi like, listen, I'm not going to retire. I'm going to stick to my guns, And he did. And he lost his job, and he did. And he's coming out there talking about, Wilder's going to get trashed more than last time. But listen, guys, Polly Malignaggi is not, see, he's taking his anger out on Deontay Wilder, but that's not who got his anger. The person that got Polly Malignaggi, in my opinion, so mad at black people is because he lost to a cocky black fighter that took in his words, his side piece. Remember, guys, this so-called side piece was getting knocked out by Broner, and Polly was still mad, talking about that's my side piece, right? Listen, man, I'm being honest. Out of all the side pieces and thoughts that I had, I never got mad about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I knew somebody else was like talking to her, like, it is what it is, bro. Like, you just let it roll, you just let it roll. Observing stuff in the business, I remember that match. Paulie did better than people gave credit for. Listen, Paulie did better. Think about this though. He did better because he fought Adrian Broner, who had skipped 140 pounds. He went from 135 to 147 in 1 fight. And his first fight was against Polly Malignaggi. And Polly did. But yeah, remember, there was so much anger built up in this fight. Polly Malignaggi was so mad because Adrian Broner talking all that. AB were like, about billions, about bacon, baby. You know, he said, me when I see a girl, AB, booty. You know, he was talking that smack, hitting them waves, surfing them with the brush. And, Adrian Broner found a chick that, in my opinion, was currently messing with Paula Malignaggi because he said that's still his side chick. He didn't say, bro, that's just some old stuff. He said, no, that's my side chick. He is telling, listen, most side chicks are side chicks. Most people don't know about side chicks. I promise you, to this day, most people don't know about the side chicks TDub had, and they never will. That's why I call them what I used to call them like 10 to 2s. I used to call them 10 to 2s because they only come over at 10 o'clock and they gotta be out by 2. I call them 10 to 2s. Nobody has to know. Listen, man. When he said, yeah, he got in his head. Bro, listen. Adrian Broner is the reason that Paula Malignaggi don't really care that much for black fighters that talk a lot of smack. He don't. Listen. Listen to him.
Hey, I'm just saying, you lost. I know, though. But hold on, wait, don't brag about taking my side piece. Don't brag about taking my side piece, though. That's my side piece. You don't get laid. Hey, I'm just saying.
He didn't tell Adrian Broner, you don't get laid. Oh, he did that night and before. All right, guys, listen. So let's just jump right into it. He said, you don't get laid. Yeah. Listen, man, let's just jump right into it, guys. Guys, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the channel. Whatsblazing the sports. I'm back at it, giving you guys this boxing work, man. All right, so let's talk about it, right? Anthony Joshua said that Deontay Wilder is not elite. He's not an elite fighter. He said, look at him. When he step up to elite competition, he loses. So I got to ask you a question, right? So is Anthony Joshua saying that the only elite fighters is him and Tyson Fury? Okay. So listen, guys. Matter of fact, I doubt I get anybody calling in on this. But listen, I would like to work, but I doubt it. I really would love the Anthony Joshua Tyson Fury people call, man. But man, they know what's up. They know what's better. They know what's better. They know what happened. They stay quiet. Here we go. Here we go. So, in case they want to call, I got the lines open. In case anybody out there want to tell me how Wilder is not elite, Joshua is elite, Joshua's right, blah, blah, blah. Listen, guys, let's talk about this, right? So, like my boy Expert Jr. said, Anthony Joshua only talks tough to Deontay Wilder when him or Wilder, or both of them, already have a committed fight coming up. Otherwise, he don't talk this tough. See, I actually like Anthony Joshua as a boxer, but I'm telling you, when it comes to this Deontay Wilder thing, I don't like it. I don't like it, guys. And let me just dive a little bit deeper into this. If losing to Tyson Fury after having 10 title defenses, the longest reigning heavyweight champion at the time, for 5 years, and he lose one bout to many consider the linear champion, undefeated, the guy that beat Cusco. He lose one bout to that guy, and it's that particular fight that makes Deontay Wilder not elite. He only got one weapon, a right hand. But then if that is what makes Deontay Wilder not elite, then how is Anthony Joshua elite and he lost to Andy Ruiz? Guys, Andy Ruiz was at home. Listen, let's get to it, right? So, Joshua wanted to come over. Joshua thought he was coming to America, right? But he wasn't Eddie Murphy. He had the dad mentality. go over and sow your raw oats, right? He had the dad mentality, right? As a King Joffrey, whatever his name is, as a Prince Joffrey, I have no idea. He had the dad mentality. He had the perfect person picked out. Big Baby Miller. Juice is loose himself. Listen, Big Baby Miller tested for so much juice in his system that remember that movie, guys, where Tupac was in it? They told Big Baby Miller, "You got the juice now." He had a lot of juice. He had a lot of juice in the man. They said he had so much juice, electricity running through him. You could have plugged up a flat screen and ran it for 24 hours straight. He could light up a whole city block for 10 hours. He had so much juice in him. But Anthony Joshua was training to fight Big Baby Miller. Big Baby Miller tested for allegedly, all of the drugs in Grandma's bathroom medicine cabinet. So he couldn't fight. Andrew Ruiz is somewhere at home, like, pass me a burrito, bro. He ought to chilling with his homies, right? Andy always smiling. He was like, I'm so happy. I feel like God is going to bless me. Something is going to fall in my lap. Next thing you know, by Andy saying this, he see Big Baby Miller pull up. Oh my gosh, that's it. So Big Andy Ruiz, who probably just finished third helpings, said, hold on. Because I don't get too into it. My mind just go with stuff. Andy Ruiz put the 2 liter down, wipe his mouth off somewhat. This the training mode he was in, and he inboxed Eddie Hearn like, "Hey, I'm Mexican American. I take the fight. I'm ready," because Andy had already fought a little while ago, so this was like his downtime. This was his chill time, do whatever time. He took the fight. Andy Ruiz was not on anyone's radar as a person that Anthony Joshua should fight. Many people did not find out about Andy Ruiz until he was scheduled to fight Anthony Joshua. And Andy Ruiz not only fought Anthony Joshua, he beat Anthony Joshua off of getting off the couch. So if Deontay Wilder is not elite from losing to Tyson Fury, then what does that make Anthony Joshua for losing to Andy Ruiz? And even when he fought Andy Ruiz in the rematch, something like Robert the Ghost Guerrero Sr., I think that's his dad's name, he ran like a chicken. He ran. Pretty much, he was doing the boxing version of MC Hammer's song, Can't Touch This. Dun, 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 can't touch this. Let's get it. Oh, man. Hey, I like that, bro. How did you get them icicles in front of your name, bro? I like that. I remember that match. Hey, that's dope, bro. Yeah, he got in his head. He got leg. I think AJ and Fury will eventually happen. But what's happening right now is, all right, listen, guys. If you're rolling with me or not rolling with me, I'm not willing to put a lot, but I'm willing to put a little bit on it, guys. I am going with Deontay Wilder in the third fight. And if there's anybody want to put a small little change, I'm talking small. I got kids. I'm not putting crazy bets. I got kids. But, I wanted to put a little something on Deontay Wilder. But listen, guys. Let me prove Wallin lost to Fury. Doesn't that make him elite? Listen, man. Out of Wallin, I think he called it Wallin. When I first saw it, I thought it was Wallin. It's Wallin. So listen, Wallin can actually fight. But when Wallin fought Tyson Fury, Wallin didn't look like nothing special, to be honest. And he damn near pulled off the victory against Tyson Fury. So what I'm saying is, guys, listen. He said, late to the show, Expert G's in the building. Listen, hey, bro, you ain't let, man. Let me catch you up real quick, right? I'm going to catch my boy Expert up. So, hey, listen, we came into the show, did a couple of little buffers. We talked about Paulie Malignaggi. We figured out why Paulie Malignaggi don't like Deontay Wilder. And the reason he don't like Deontay Wilder is because A long time ago, Adrian, he was fighting this cocky, black, arrogant, smiling, head brushing, AB, always building. Um, and AB took either his, and I believe his current side piece or possibly his main chick. And he used her against him. That even after the fight, this was probably Maldi did to let you know he was still mad. Listen to how the more he say, "Don't talk about my side piece," how he is elevating his anger. He is Nazi is like a Vegeta right here. He's trying to go Super Saiyan, but he can't.
Hey, I'm just saying, you lost. I know, though. But hold on, wait, don't brag about taking my side piece. Don't brag about taking my side piece, though. That's my side piece. I'm gonna leave you to get laid. Hey, I'm just saying, you lost. I know, though. But hold on.
I know,
Don't
love.
brag about taking my side piece. Don't brag about taking my side piece, though. That's my side piece. I'm gonna leave you to get laid.
So here we are, guys. So listen. Anthony Joshua, I just defeated how you cannot say Deontay Wilder it's not elite because he lost to somebody who was considered a linear champion, who beat what's his name, Klitschko. That's the guy that Wilder lost to, right? And you lost to Andy Ruiz. I'm not knocking Andy Ruiz, but at that time, Andy Ruiz wasn't on anybody's radar as being that guy. He wasn't on their radar, even though he had only had, I think, one loss that was a controversial loss to Parker. He wasn't on that radar. And he beat Anthony Joshua. So if we go off of Anthony Joshua rulings, by Anthony Joshua own words, the only person is elite. Is he trying to say is Tyson Fury? He's basically saying himself is not elite. Because if he said it's Wilder who lost to somebody who was arguably number one, and Joshua lost to somebody who was arguably not on anybody's radar, then what does that make Joshua? So now let's get to Joshua calling him the one-hand bandit. He can't stand it. He said AB and Wilder pissed his side piece around. I was there. Listen, bro. Hey, lucky doing those days I couldn't find him. I would have did a video. I'm making your side piece, bro. I'm making your side piece. So let's get to it, right? I'm not gonna go too deep into it, but let's get to it. People say Wilder is a bum. They said he ain't fought nobody. But yet, in the same breath, they give Tyson Fury all the credit in the world. And then the only time they boost up Deontay Wilder is when they want to boost somebody else's stats up. Before fighting Tyson Fury, Wilder wasn't nothing. After Tyson Fury beat him, then they want to give Wilder his credit, the baddest man, the biggest puncher, just so you can boost Tyson Fury up, right? So we get what's going on. So I'm gonna break it down to you guys based off our memory, live. I don't have no prompter, so I'm trying to go off my memory and talk to you guys live. Anthony Joshua is talking tough, like my boy Ash Virginia said, because either him, Wilder, or both of them guys already has fights. I mean, Joshua is talking that. Now, don't get me wrong. I like talking tough if you're going to back it up afterwards. But if he's just talking tough, and then after the fight, we get some kind of mandatory call. Listen, guys, I get it. Remember, what do they always say? Mandatory Trump, not mandatory, I'm sorry. Unification Trump mandatory. Definitely undisputed to Trump mandatory. Nah, not according to Anthony Joshua, because Anthony Joshua had a mandatory with Usyk. But they allowed Usyk not to fight him, so Joshua become undisputed with Tyson Fury. But now, when Deontay Wilder accepted a never heard of flat fee and a heavyweight unification bout of $15 million after Joshua just paid Parker 33%, as soon as Wilder accepted that, as soon as I believe it was the WBA came out and said Joshua has to fight, he has to work a deal out with his mandatory, I believe was, sorry, Pulev at the time, He has 24 hours. I have never heard a sanctioning body put 24 hours. Listen, there's a show called 48 Hours. It at least take them 48 hours. WBA gave them 24 hours to get a deal done, right? Think about it. The deal didn't even get done in 24 hours. They still could have done the Wilder a fight, but guys, you know what? Let's dive a little more deeper. Let's go a little bit more deeper, right? So I was one of them guys that when I saw Joshua coming up, right, maybe around 13, 14 fights, I think it was somewhere around there is when I was really like I gotta watch every fight. And I remember saying, like, man, I told myself that, man, I said, if I might even say Klitschko, no, I might have said Fury. I got if Fury or Wilder gonna fight him, they better fight him now, because I said Anthony Joshua was gonna get nothing but better. That's what I said, because I saw a lot of potential in Joshua, right? And then Joshua goes on to beat Klitschko, and they throw another title in there. That way, instead of it being for one fight, it was actually for one belt. It's for two belts. And then Joshua went on to fight Parker and get his three belts, which is how Joshua ended up getting all the belts. No, I'm leaving one out. I'm leaving the IVF, which he got from the demigod Charles Martin. Now, I got to ask you a question. If Wilder is a bum, like a lot of you guys say, he only has one hand, like you guys say, how come the fight wasn't made? Who was considered better? Charles Martin, the demigod, the chosen one, the one that walked this earth like a god? Was he better than Wilder, or was Wilder better than Charles Martin? So if you say, Wilder's better than Charles Martin, because at least Wilder got the right hand. Charles Martin got a title because somebody got injured during the fight, so that's how he got the title by default. So how come he was able to make this fight so easy with Charles Martin, but he didn't make that fight that easy to make with Deontay Wilder? They always say Wilder hasn't fought nobody, even though, according to Anthony Joshua, Wilder just knocked out 40 tomato cans. But Joshua and Wilder have fighters in common. So is that saying that Joshua knocked out tomato cans as well? And if Wilder was a bum, why didn't he get Wilder title before he got Charles Martin? Because he's a bum. Listen, when there's easy picking, you take easy pickings. You save the tough cherry for later. You get the easy pickings now. Why, if you were such a bum, so bad, wow man, only one hand, why didn't Joshua take his title first instead of Charles Martin? After he got Charles Martin, why did he go after him instead of fighting Klitschko, who was retired for 2 years? Why didn't he fight Wilder instead of fighting Parker? And if you name all of those guys and you give Joshua credit for those guys, have you ever heard those guys calling out Deontay Wilder? They say, oh, he ain't fought nobody. The people that you are calling somebody, have they actually wanted to try to fight Deontay Wilder? And I'm not talking about Dylan White. Dylan White to me was used as a show dog, a lap dog. He was somebody a distraction. He was a distraction to get in the way of Undisputed. This is how. When Wilder wanted to fight Anthony Joshua for Undisputed, why in the hell is Eddie Hearn not wanting Undisputed? He wanted to give Dylan White a shot at Wilder before Wilder can get a shot at Joshua. That means he didn't even want Undisputed. He wanted somebody to be in the way to hopefully get a win so Joshua didn't have to fight. Let's get it. All right, here we go. Expert Genius says Parker got 33.4% facts. Martin got 47%. Povetkin fight was made for 456 hours after the 24-hour deadline. Bro, I remember it being about a week, man. I know it felt like a week or something, man. Man, my boy X was on it. Because AJ was and is not a DAZN fighter. DAZN cannot afford Wilder. AJ and John Skipper of DAZN apologized to Wilder. Yeah, he did. The refresh, how many AJ last 10 fights was tomato cans? Refresh, Povetkin. White, Povetkin, Ruiz, Pulev. The lines go on. Hey, the refresh. Call in. Hey, listen, my lines is open for the haters. I want the haters to call in. You know what? I'm not even gonna call you guys hater because you guys are riding for your boy. You're more like defenders, and I don't mind if somebody defending their fighter. That's your fighter. Defend your fighter. Let me see. Call in, champ. I got a number right here, bro. 314-884-1013. Hey, if you call, I will answer. You're not gonna get somebody else gonna pass your screen the call. It's gonna be me. Now, let's see here. Anthony Joshua, 24 wins, 22 knockouts, 1 loss by knockout. So, let's go through his last 10, like my boy said. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So let's go with his last 10 fights. His last 10 fights. This is AJ. He said, what was this thing again about how many of AJ's last 10 fights were tomato cans? So I guess you're trying to say that none of them were. So I'm just gonna say a name, and I want you guys to you can type it or think it. You know what? We'll do like this here. If you guys want to chip in, if you think he's a tomato can, push 1. If he's not a tomato can, push 0. Starting with the 10 fight. Charles Martin, demigod. I walk this earth like a god. I'm going to walk right over you. I'm going to step right over you. I walk this earth like a god, like a god, like a god. Charles Martin, if he was a good fighter, elite fighter, good fighter, push 1. If not, push 0. Okay, who called him for the smoke? Hold up. Yo, you love your boy TDub Blazing the Sports. Let's get it. Porter Kells, what's going on, girl? What's happening? Hey, man, I was trying to get some haters to get in for this work. Hey, so I'm gonna go through. Now, I haven't looked. Is the refresh? Is he like supporting Joshua, or is he? He said we'll subscribe. Hey, I appreciate it. Is he supporting Joshua, or is he Wilder? I don't know. And hey, I like that. Yep, I like that. Now I'm gonna go through with you with a list of fighters. Now remember, like all these people, at least majority on this list, they're the top 10. You know how they say Wilder ain't fought nobody, but I never heard any of these guys call him out. Starting with the number 10 fighter, Charles Martin, the demigod, the chosen one. He's not a bomb. He's not. Yes. Uh-huh. Yep. And then they paid think about this, right? If Wilder was so weak, how come Eddie Hearn didn't overpay Wilder to come to the UK, but when they saw Charles Martin fight and get a belt on technicality, how come they swooped him up in a minute? I mean, it's like they were just trying to throw money at him. They just saw an opportunity, man. Yeah, a couple 100,000. Now, here's a question, right? If Think about this. Now, to me, this is how you know a man is dangerous. They will pay Charles Martin 47%. They pay Parker 33%. They offer Wilder a flat 12 million after Wilder offered them 50 million up front. Oh, okay, was it a 12 and then they waited for a while, then he came with the because Joshua put out that video. I'll run with it. I'll reach out and grab it with both hands. That's what it was. It was doing that interview. You're right. Doing that same interview where he said, I tell you what, you offer me $50 million tomorrow. He said, 50 million. I take something like that. Well, go ahead, champ. Right. He said, you want to give me 10% first fight, and you take 90, then give me 90 in the second fight. You take 10. They said no. Hey, hold on, I want to let you hear something real quick. Let me see. Hold on. Make sure. Now, hold on. I'm gonna let you hear something. To put my. Let me know if you can hear it. I know they can. Hold on one second. Hold on. Man, okay, I think it is. Hold on one second. It ain't gonna do it. Let me see. Now, I don't know if you can hear it or not. Could you hear it? Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Right. $50 million up front with back end off the pay-per-views and stuff like that. Right. Now, check this out. Your boy Refresh, your boy Refresh said, he said, share of the fight is based on levels. Wilder level was not pay-per-view, but Charles Martin was. He said, back. He can hear you. Think about this. Mm-mm. So check this out. You got Charles Martin. He's telling me these are all the people that it sound like they saying that deserve to fight more than Wilder. Charles Martin, Dominique Brazil, Eric Molina, Klitschko. You can't knock the Klitschko fight. Carlos Takam. Yep, fought first. Carlos Takam, Joseph Parker, Povetkin, Andy Ruiz, Pulev. All these guys deserve and made the fight easy with Joshua, except for Deontay Wilder had to jump through a lot of hurdles. He said $50 million was bogus money supplied by a rival to Scott. Go ahead. Mhm. He said Shelly wanted Eddie to. He said Shelly. Can you see the chat? He said that Shelly wanted Eddie to agree to a fight with no paperwork. I think I, he said Michael Hernandez said, "Let's go, Fury and Survivor." I don't know, I don't know what he mean by that. Fury and Survivor. Um, boxing, so I think cooked. Uh, Listen, man, I think it's pretty obvious. Anthony Joshua. Check this out, right? Check this out. And this something just come to my head. Another reason why Anthony Joshua did not want to fight with Deontay Wilder. The reason he made this fight so much harder than all the other fighters I just named is because Anthony Joshua did not believe he can beat Deontay Wilder. Because Anthony Joshua says he's not going to. He says Wilder. Think about it. He said Wilder had more experience than him. After Joshua beat Klitschko, who had more experience than Wilder, Joshua said that Wilder had more experience than him, and he's going to fight Wilder when he feels like he can beat Wilder. They even had like an 8-fight plan that did not even include Deontay Wilder. To me, that's just, see. I don't know if they have ignored this or what, or they just want to support their boys. Yeah. I hate it, man, because so like a video like that, I wish I was smart and would have just like when I hear stuff like that, knowing how big it would have been, I would have just downloaded and saved it. You know what I'm saying? Because now when I want to go back and find it, it's been so long. Even if it's there, it's probably harder to find. But I mean, like I said, there's still got to be videos out there of where Anthony Joshua told Deontay Wilder, if you keep trying to fight me, we're gonna freeze you out. I mean, mm-hmm. But remember, the only thing Wilder did was just actually trying to fight him. Wilder wasn't talking about his mama. He wasn't talking about anything crazy. He just said, one face, one name, let's fight. He only was talking about fight him. Remember, it was Joshua that said that if Wilder came, he wasn't gonna let him get in the ring. He gonna have extra security to make sure he didn't get into the ring. That was what Joshua did, so Wilder couldn't challenge him to undisputed. But people are still thinking Wilder, as bummage as you call him, he was the one that was trying to fight the guy who you call a god. you, I remember Wilder said that now. I remember he did say that. He was like, he gonna let him until Joshua said something about him. That's me like, okay. He gonna let him do his thing for a minute. But like I said, man, Joshua knows that Wilder is a real threat. And listen, I hope I'm wrong, but if Joshua beats Usyk, and if Wilder, which with some of these, see the thing about these guys that are new to the channel, I can't bet them cash out. They won't pay me. They won't pay me, so I can't bet them. But I would love to. I can't bet them. If Wilder beats Fury, what like I think, man, I'm telling you, I think this is going to be a different level of fight between um, Wilder and Fury. Still, it can be a good fight. I just see something in Wilder that is like he had that Super Saiyan glow around him, and he is going after what he wants, and that's blood. If Wilder beat him, I'm telling you, look for another mandatory to be called. Just look for it, and look how Eddie Hearn's going to act like he really want to make that Wilder fight next, but he's getting forced into a mandatory. On points, I don't think he knocks. I don't think he stops him. I don't think he want to get too close. I think Usyk is going to be on his bike, sticking and moving, because he can't afford to trade with Joshua and try to win decision by round. I mean, he could listen. Maybe he can. I don't know. Joshua does have the height on him. I mean, like, if Derek just see, I don't know, man. It's hard for me to Derek your sword. Uh, uh, no, yeah, he's something like that. He's like 6 foot, 6'2". I think he's like 6'2". I'll click on it right now. I'll click on that. 6'2". He's 6'2". Well, I mean, if we don't know the approach that Josh was going to take now. Now, I don't know if you're going to come out with the MC Hammer and try to dance around like you did Andy, to play my reach is longer than yours. But I mean, man, I don't know. But I mean, Usyk going to get caught somewhere. I don't right now. I mean, I can see Usyk doing well, but man, to me, I just gotta see how he does when he get caught. Like if Joshua catches him with that uppercut, I'm telling you, he gonna sleep Usyk. Listen, I'm telling you, I'm gonna have my quote list up. I'm gonna have my quote list up. Listen, Parker fights really good, but to me, when it's time to step on the gas, like I guess in the Joshua fight, I just think he could have finished better. He called Dylan White like, oh, because every time he got close, the referee was separate. There was no holding. The referee then got hit with an uppercut trying to make sure they don't fight on the inside. I remember that. Yeah, I remember that junk now. They saying Joshua gonna fight like Canelo against Khan. Watch it. Joshua's not no Canelo. Canelo a much better fighter than Joshua. And Canelo can slip shots really good. Especially defensive. Yeah. But the moment he slowed and stood his ground and he fell for that fake, he was done. But listen, that Joshua cannot pull. Oh man, I mean, like he was doing. He for the first 4.5 rounds. I mean, he was moving. I mean, he was like, no, using his speed. But listen, I mean, could listen? I'm just asking a question. I'm gonna play devil advocate. Could that happen? Usyk does actually. Usyk moves better than Amir Khan. Amir Khan, even though he moves, he's kind of he's a little stiff with it. To me, I think Usyk flows better. Could it be like that? I agree. Could he? I don't know, man. I don't know. If AJ hit him with listen, to me, if AJ, it's three shots: the straight right hand, that left hook, or that uppercut. When one of those hit Klitschko, or not Klitschko, but Usyk. From the first one, that's what I want to see. Like remember, Joshua called Andy Ruiz with some hot stuff and set him down. And see, I don't know. I don't know if Usyk hits hard. You know, Usyk got good combinations, but I don't know if he has the combination that the harder or and Ruiz. Remember, the reason Ruiz hurt him is because he hit him with like that. It was like a them overhand donkey, like the back of the ear type of punch. That's what really got him when he came and hit that milk dud, and Joshua was not able to recover. But Usyk don't throw shots like that. Listen, um, Chisora, a bit. I mean, I thought he beat Bellew. I don't know. I thought I expected more out of Bellew. I thought he beat Bellew pretty good. I expected more from Bellew. Because Bellew was coming off of that, beating Hay twice. Had like a little thing going about him, and then when he fought Usyk, it's like I don't know, man. But hey, let me ask you a question. Do you think Usyk, if you said people got to be like Parker, what if Usyk used his movements, but used that Parker style of attack against Joshua? I mean, 'cause remember, Parker to me, the time he fought Joshua, I didn't think Parker was a big heavyweight. I mean, not that he's not one of the bigger ones, like, but he got a little size on him. But um, I don't know if Parker can give him some trouble. Usyk probably could give him some trouble. I mean, I think. Go ahead. Boy, that's crazy. That's crazy how they did Luis Ortiz, though, man. That is crazy. And you know what? Think about it. They call Luis Ortiz a bomb as well, but nobody won't fight him. Like no one will fight him. Oh, they were saying that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. About I still want to see that Ortiz versus Dylan White. Man, I still, you know what? That is, listen, man. You know why? See, this would be one of the times. See, Dylan White talk a lot of smack, but this would be that time that an old man would truly kick his ass. I mean, it already happened because Povetkin did. If Povetkin could do it, man, listen. Imagine. I mean, Ortiz is so strategic, counterpuncher, good speed. Listen, I think he breaks White down within 4 or 5 rounds. I think he puts White in serious trouble early in that fight. I think serious trouble. No, no, I think he'll get this. when Ortiz really, but I think Ortiz he might catch him early, bro. He's so slick and good with it. Yeah, he is. Hey, and, Dylan White been rocked by a lot of people. A guy in the chat, Jason. What's up, Jason? Jason says, I hope Wilder and Malik are going over ways to defend against Fury illegal, dirty tactics. What do you think about that? Shout out to my boy Bleacher Bum King. What's up? How you been, champ? What are some of the tactics that you see? Like when they say dirty tactics, what are the things that you see that Malik and Wilder can defend against or need to prepare for? He says, right, we're just talking about like what he doing in the ring, like the leaning on you. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. But see, the thing is, but you gotta remember, like in what happens in football when you see football, and let's say a receiver and a defensive back are guarding each other, and after the play, the receiver may punch the defensive back, then the defensive back turn around and punch the receiver. It's normally the second one always get caught. This could listen like we don't know, if the judge like if the ref will be fair and is he gonna be more we've seen it where they're more strict on some fighters, more willing to take points from some fighters and then overlook others. Um, like I personally go ahead, champ. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's yep. Kind of hold him in one spot to hit him. My boy Bleacher Bombs Game, he says, that's just dirty boxing, and it needs to be the ref that checks that. Most fighters would do what they can get away with, and Fury is also awkward. I think Floyd said something like that too. Like a lot of fighters, a lot of would do what they can get away with. That's why I think the ref selection in this fight is going to be very important. Um, you know, in this fight. Now, with me, like when you talking about the leaning down on, like we know how Fury leans down on him. To be honest, like when you are in that position, sometimes it's really hard to land a body shot because they leaning on you. Either you go it wears you out. It tires you out. Oh man, yeah. I mean, like, it's listen. I think in that second fight, Fury was like, listen, I'm gonna pull out everything I can in this fight. And to be honest, it was gonna be for the ref. And like, I don't listen. I gotta say this, man. When it comes to doing stuff like that, Fury is pretty good at doing things and hiding it to where the referee a lot of times don't do a lot. Even though we do know that one referee that said he's the most dirtiest fighter that he ever ref. You're right. Well, listen, guys, listen, it's like I said, man. I am pulling, and I really believe. I know, and listen, guys, I love when people think different because it's all good with me. I think Deontay Wilder is bringing something different to the table. From seeing what he's been doing, the training, seeing the angles. To me, it's going to make him that much deadly. Now, I mean, because he's still the power is always going to be there. That's going to be there. But the little things that he's working on, the footwork, the jumping rope now, the stepping over, getting the angle. See, that's what I like, the angle to the body and sliding back over. And like it's like I was saying in the chat, dealing with the dirty tactics, I think that's going to be because even with the new stuff that Wilder learned, Fury know that Wilder is more dangerous when he got you at that when he can really straighten out that right arm. That's when you are really at you're in the fight till you're trying to get up from the fight. Um, I think Fury's still gonna try to come in, lean on him, do a little dirty hit, like hold the neck a little bit, punch in the side. He I think Fury is gonna really work on doing inside rough and tough fighting for the most part, and use his outside slickness, but he want to get inside and see how much Wilder can apply the new training he got. You think that's what Fury believe? And I mean, now that does happen. That does happen to fighters though. Like that does happen. You come out, you do your new stuff, but when you get right back into the heated, a lot of fighters do go back to their roots. But remember, that's not every fighter though. I mean, but thing, I mean, actually, when Mosley hit Floyd, it actually changed Floyd. It made him more sharper. Like the moment that Floyd got a hit, it actually made him more sharper. But now, like I said, man, now me, I think Deontay Wilder is 100% going to come out, and I think at least initially, he is going to display the new stuff he learned. You're going to see the footwork, you're going to see the hand feint, you're going to see the jab feint. See, a lot of times Deontay Wilder back in the past, when he was trying to hit Fury, he was just either throwing the big 1-2. But now, after watching him train, I love the way he feints with that jab, or he uses it sometimes just to get close. Because Fury's going to back up. See, Fury's looking for that big shot. He's backing up. He's looking to roll that right hand. I like how now Wilder is using that jab to get close. As soon as he can get there and have you in sight, bam, he's going to let it go. Guys, like I said, man, I think this, listen, we might be in for the treat. This could be the better of the three fights. I got Deontay Wilder winning. I got him, boxing better, looking better, and landing something really big. I think he puts Fury down. It might take two of them this fight. It might put him down twice. Champ, you there? Let me do this. I think I lost my boy. Yo, yo. Can't connect your call. Oh man, couldn't place your. I got some kind of error, guys. I'm sorry. I have no idea what happened. Extra G. Yo, what's up, champ? You back? Yeah, yeah. It says something like something about connect call, something with it. Like I said, listen. I think Wilder. I think he's coming out to this first fight. I think he's going to show you everything new. Listen, what I noticed when people learn something new, they at least always start out with it. I believe Wilder is going to start out with the head movement. He's going to start out fading that jab. He's going to start out using his legs. I think he's going to come out with it, and he's going to try to show you what he learned. Now, how it goes throughout the fight, I don't know. I just got to see. I only can do my prediction. I predict it's going to be a hell of a fight. I predict this could be the best fight out of all three of them. I think people are gonna walk away with this fight impressed by Wilder, and I believe Wilder going to beat Fury. And then most people with a sane mind is going to predict Deontay Wilder to lay out Anthony Joshua. And that's not knocking Anthony Joshua as a boxer. I just think Wilder's better. Now, and here we go. Listen, the refresher said you can't teach an old dog new tricks. If that's the case, and I'm gonna let you cook on it too. If that's the case, then why did Fury fire his trainer, go to Sugar Hill, and forced to learn something new? And that's what he learned to be down to Wilder. How come Fury, an old dog, can learn tricks to be Wilder, but Wilder can't? But go ahead, champ. Be an old dog and learn new tricks. Talk to him. Talk to him. Yes. Nope. Honestly, I think most of Floyd's tough fights, in my opinion, I really think he kind of put himself in position outside of the Luis Castillo. I think with Marcus McDonald, I think he put himself on the ropes. I think even when Miguel Cotto, like he kind of fought these guys' fights that made him even closer. Because whenever he fought his fight, a lot of times the fight wasn't that close. I think because this is what I believe. I believe Wilder wanted to be on the ropes. I think he wanted to tire Maidana out, but he didn't anticipate that Maidana was going to actually have the success that he was having. Because whenever Floyd got off the ropes, it was a Floyd fight. Whenever he was on the ropes, it was a Maidana fight. But knowing Floyd and his defense and elusiveness with his feet, if he didn't want to be on the ropes, he didn't have to be on the ropes. Like when he fought Baltimore or any of them guys, if he could keep you in the center ring and use his leg, like I said, I thought he can just be on the ropes and tire down this guy and then stop Maidana later it did not go as planned, but I think the strategy in that fight, um, I think he really wanted to. I think he was going for that somewhat of a rope a dope type of thing. Lay on the ropes, tire the bigger man out, knock him out in the later round. But it didn't quite go to plan. You know, I don't think so. I think after facing Fury, there's a lot that even Wilder realized because this was the first man that pretty much pulled off an Undertaker. I think he realized that it's probably going to take putting Fury down, you know, a couple of times, maybe even 3 times, to really get Fury out of it. As much as Fury might do dirty tactics, Fury has a will to win in boxing by any means. Because he got knocked out, woke up, and then continued fighting. I agree. I agree. I mean, like most people, when you get somebody knocked out like that, they're flat on their back and they're not moving. I agree. Most referee would have stopped it, especially seeing somebody that's for about 4 seconds not even responsible. Yep. Mm-mm. It, that's the thing. If the before and after was where he was always giving benefit of doubt, even when they like laid out like that, that'd be like, well, actually, I think Fury was actually knocked out more than Dominic Brazil, even though that was a devastating hit, because Fury wasn't moving. But then there has been fights where some guys still on their feet, like they didn't even got put down yet. Somebody throwing shots at them, they may be taking shots, but they ain't down yet. And the referee will step in and stop the fight. You know, yeah, 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 yes. Hey, like the Anthony Joshua fight, like whoa, come on, they ain't no early stoppage. But all right, Charlie, I'm gonna get a last 6 seconds for right there. I've been on a little bit longer. I know my family waiting on me. But go ahead, champ. Wrap out to the people, champ. 2 years, almost 2 years off of a loss. Yeah. Yeah. And Wilder was going over there, right? Wasn't Wilder going over there to fight him to defend his title? Right. Going to Moscow. The reason why that fight didn't happen. Yep. Remember, they saying Wilder ain't fighting nobody, but yet the people he's trying to fight, they testing dirty or they don't want to fight him. So what? Let's go. Let's move on. Let's go to Andy Ruiz. Man, that was such a big letdown. I know anybody that supported him was feeling like, gosh, man. Hey, did was you here? I don't, was you on my live stream that night that I called that fight? Yeah, you know, because I almost want to change my pick because I interviewed one of my homeboys, and he was in Andy Ruiz's camp. His name is Stephen Big Shot Shaw. He's a undisputed heavyweight right now. He's actually been in Wilder's training camp, mini camps, and I think he's actually in this camp as well. Um, I did a live interview doing that stream, and he told me I asked him who did he predict to win. Remember, he was in Andy's camp, and he said Joshua. Yeah, he picked Joshua, and he was talking about basically, from what he's seen in camp, and how he remember he was talking how he was giving Andy that work, and didn't seem like he was taking it as serious. He picked Joshua. I should have changed my pick then, because that was an inside person that not only just watching, he was in the ring. But I tried to stick with my guns, and I was wrong. In the camp, man. Like I said. But all right, let's get to the last one, man. I only got a few more seconds. What's going on? What happened? Okay, there it is. Can you hear me, champ? All right, let's see who we got. Then we got the end. Okay, then we got Pulev. Yep. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He beat Lucas Brown. Old man Lucas Brown. You know. I think it's Lucas Brown from Australia. Is that his name? I think it's Lucas Brown, right? Oh, wait, hey, I remember he knocked out old man Lucas Brown, and that's when he was like, Wilder, where you at? I'm like, oh man, come on, bro. Like you fought somebody who didn't even come to fight, moving and slow molasses. But all right, champ. Let me get ready to wrap it up, man. I always appreciate you calling in, man. Listen, whatever work I couldn't give him, man, I'm glad you was able to give him that other work, man. Hey, I wanted someone to call and they didn't call in, but hopefully they got some entertainment out of this. Once again, man, as always, what's that, champ? Right. Yep. You know what? I think because you and I, we've been following this whole saga before it became a saga, that we remember a lot of things that a lot of people that's jumping on now don't know about it. Like they don't, or they don't know, or they know about the Joshua, the Wilder, and all the whole thing built up. Why Tyson Fury even came out of retirement. The whole when the second fight should have happened a long time ago, but Tyson Fury pulled out and went to ESPN. Like, see, we know the history that a lot of these guys don't know, so it makes a lot of sense to us, but to some of them, they just going out what they hear in mainstream media, and sometimes they get lost in the sauce. Yeah, bro, I was the same way. That's why I said maybe before you jumped on earlier. When I saw Josh, I was saying, "Oh man!" I said, "Let's." I said, "Wow, they better catch him now because this guy's about to be he's about to be good. He's looking this good." And whenever I was watching around, 14 or so, 5, 15, 14, 55, like, listen, they better catch him now. But the I think the only thing is, I think Joshua hit a plateau for a while to where he didn't really his acceleration of getting better just kind of he was good, but he stopped his acceleration, which is why I really wanted to see that Wilder versus Joshua fight. But we're gonna get out of here, man. I don't went way over, but again, man, thank you a lot, Extra Genius. I'm trying to get a schedule, man, like because I'm back working in the office now. It's so hard to do it, but I said, you know what, I gotta set me a schedule when I can so I can at least get my at least 3 days certain time. I'm gonna have to knock out these videos. I want to do them earlier. Like I want to do it at 8 o'clock or 8:30 when I have to, but I would like to do it earlier. But you know how it is, man. Anytime I can go live, I'm gonna go live because I'm back at it, the crack at it, giving you boxing geekers its work. Hey man, I come back, man. I come back. You know, whenever you come back, man, I always check them out. I think I posted your last. I shared your last one to the community tab. But all right, thanks, champ. Let me get my butt out of here, champ. All right, guy, that's my boy Expert Genius, man. Listen, Expert knows his stuff, guys. As you seen, we cooked for about like 20 minutes, and whatever I wasn't getting you, he was getting you. And I like that. And see, guys, listen, whenever you come to the channel, we don't, even though I do like when people see it like I see it, but I also understand the people that don't see it like I see it, because that's how you get more of it. That's how you get more. I mean, if you're reasonable and you actually really want to know more, if you're just a person that's like, I don't care, what is a bomb, Joshua's God, then you're not going to get nothing out of it. Then you are most likely just a troll. But if you somebody that like, you know, like if you just listen, you feeling for your boy and you think you can be wild, I'm like, no, I think you can't. Then listen, man, there's nothing like having a healthy debate or a healthy little clash of my guy can beat your guy. Let's fight on fight night. Listen, there's none of us that's in here ever got mad at Palamaji about a side piece.
Hey, I'm just saying, you lost. I know, but don't, hold on, wait, don't brag about taking my side piece. Don't brag about taking my side piece, though. That's my side piece. You don't get laid. Hey.
Listen, man, hit that like button. Listen, you guys know Tank Davis fight this weekend. Woo! Lubin versus Rosario. Oh man, guys. Listen, guys. Listen, man. This weekend gonna be good. You know, we got Tank. I haven't even done a video about that yet, but I'm gonna give you guys just a couple moments sauce about that. Not too much because it's already passed. But guys, Tank Davis jumping up from his last fight, 130 to 140, taking on Mario Barrios, who can box, who has power, who has been doing it at that weight. Guys, I'm telling you, I'm just saying, man. Leo was making a little bit of trouble for Tank Davis before Tank Davis says, F it, go with the high guard, take his shots, stop him. Will that work against a bigger man? Guys, that fight's happening this weekend. That's going to be pay-per-view. I can't wait to see it. Guys, Lubin versus Rosario. Guys, I might have to do an eat crow list for that fight. Because I don't know why. Something part of me want to say Lubin, but some of me is saying Rosario might catch him slipping. I don't know, man. I don't know. But listen, guys, you know what it is. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel, guys. If you have not hit that notification bell, hit the bell. So whenever I go live, listen, guys, I wish this was what I can do. If I can do this full time, Jesus Christ. Listen, if one day we get there to where I get, so many views and I can sustain it full time, guys, listen, I'm gonna be cooking like grandma in the kitchen on Thanksgiving. I'm gonna be coming out with everything. The dessert, the pans. Listen, guys, you know what I'm saying? I got greens, beans, tomatoes, potatoes, chicken, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? You name it, guys. But you know what? Right now I'm a long ways from there. I just gotta get a couple of videos that actually just crack through, right? Maybe that's a point on me. Maybe I need to learn how to tap into the algorithm a little bit more than what I'm doing now. Because I believe in my product. I believe in it because I give it to you from the heart. This is not scripted. I don't have no prompter. And I promise you, people that actually see me do this, they know that when I go live, a lot of times it's, man, I gotta go live. I set up, boom, that's it. I have a thought in my head and then I talk about it. So I hope you guys appreciate it. I hope you guys share the video and entertain you guys. Until next time, here is Whatsblazing with Sports. Lola, where you at? Take us out.
Yeah. What?
You know what? No. Nobody's super chatted. No money. So Lola, take us out.
What?
What? Okay.
Yeah.
TDub in the building and I'm killing.
What?